Good evening and welcome to the City Council meeting of the City of Lenoir for Tuesday, January the 17th, 2023. We welcome you to the meeting tonight. We have several special things going on as we get ready to start. In a few minutes, we'll have our moment of silence and our Pledge of Allegiance before we go into the meeting. Before we do that, we would have a special recognition tonight I would like to mention and say congratulations to our 2023 L.A. Dysart Award winner. Councilmember Ralph Presswood is the member of that. That will be awarded in February at the Chamber of Commerce annual dinner. Also, the L.A. Dysart Woman of the Year is Sandra Williams, who volunteers and works with the City of Lenoir in many, many ways. A great volunteer in our city. So congratulations to both Ralph and Sandra for being the Man and Woman of the Year for Caldwell County. Excited about that. All right, as we do, we'll get started now. Let's have our moment of silence and remain standing for our Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. We salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We will start our meeting tonight. It's hard to say, this is probably the most protected we'll ever be at the time. Feel really good about that. Our first, tonight we have two special recognitions. I would like to say we're canceling all retirements, but I lost that vote, so anyway, we can't do that. But tonight we're going to recognize two of our fine officers of our Lenoir Police Department in their retirement, and to say thank you to them for what they have meant for our community. I'm going to ask Lieutenant Brett Ingram if he will come forward. And we will do this first. Brett, we hate to see you go, my friend, but you have done a lot of great, amazing things for our city. We appreciate your service, and we'll look forward to seeing you back to help out in a lot of different ways. So, yes, sir. Resolution in recognition and dedicated service. Whereas on the third day of November 1996, Brett Harrison Ingram was appointed firefighter for the City of Lenoir under the direction of Fire Chief Bobby Coffey. He later received certifications to include an emergency medical technician, fire instructor, and North Carolina fire inspector. That on the 7th day of March 2005, Brett took his oath of office under Police Chief Joy Reynolds as a part-time sworn law enforcement officer for the Lenoir Police Department and transferred into a full-time position in February 2006. That as of the date of this resolution, he has served the City of Lenoir with great distinction under the direction of 3 police chiefs and 3 fire chiefs, and has formed close relations with citizens and community leaders through his genuine concern and professional dedication to duty. That society and law enforcement as a whole has undergone many changes and challenges over the last 25 years, and Brett has stayed abreast through these changing trends to remain an effective leader and role model within the department and community at large. That he has served in a number of capacities during his law enforcement career, to include his most recent position as patrol lieutenant. Brett was a K-9 handler of Casper for 6 years, Honor Guard member since 2010, a long-standing special response team leader and medic, department armorer, is that right? Armorer, certified law enforcement instructor, advisor and mentor for staff, He has been instrumental in developing several community outreach programs as well as department courses to include citizens academies, K-9 firearms, CPR training, in-service, and police fitness. That due to Brett's dedication and diligence to perform admirably, he was promoted to corporal in 2012, sergeant in 2013, and lieutenant in 2018. That he received his advanced law enforcement certificate in May of 2012 and was awarded the citation for valor from the North Carolina Fraternal Order of Police State Lodge in 2016 and completed the FBI Law Enforcement Executive Development Association Leadership Program in 2020. That he has played an active and vital role in the community and has a number of accolades in his personal file showing his willingness to go above and beyond what is expected for the department, city, and community. That Brett has humbly served the citizens of the city of Lenoir and Caldwell County and will be retiring on February the 1st, 2023 with over 28 years of credible service in the North Carolina local government retirement system. Therefore, be it resolved by authority of the mayor and city manager and on behalf of the city council that Lieutenant Brett Ingram has been an exemplary employee and is himself the epitome of the professional law enforcement officer. His contributions to the safety and well-being of the citizens of Lenoir and officers of the Lenoir Police Department will be held in high esteem and in remembrance by his governing body, as well as all persons impacted by his accomplishments, generosity, and compassion for those in need. This the 17th day of January, 2023. Brett, congratulations. Captain Smith in just a minute. I also, I'm going to give you this, we also have something other than what we had planned tonight, which would be the key to the city and for you both, and unfortunately, they have not gotten them ready yet. So anyway, we are working and we will get those to you soon, to you and to Brian, so I wanted to let you know that. So I'm going to bring Brian up and then we'll do this. Captain Smith, congratulations, sir. Again, I can't talk you out of it, last chance. I'll give a resolution in recognition of dedicated service, whereas from November the 2nd, 1994 to May the 3rd, 1996, Brian Dane Smith served as a patrolman for the city of Lenoir under the direction of Police Chief Jack Warble. That upon leaving the city of Lenoir, he served as a deputy for the Caldwell County Sheriff's Office until he was rehired on the 6th day of July, 1998. That due to Brian's dedication and diligence in performing in an exemplary manner, he advanced through the ranks to achieve his current position as patrol commander, admirably serving with great distinction the citizens of Lenoir during the tenures of 4 police chiefs as a supervisor in all 3 divisions of the Lenoir Police Department: patrol, investigations, and support services. That society and law enforcement as a whole has undergone many changes and challenges over the last 25 years. And Brian has stayed abreast through these changes, trends to remain an effective leader and role model within the department and community at large. That he was promoted to corporal and sergeant in 2008, lieutenant in 2014, and captain in 2018, and has served in a number of capacities throughout his law enforcement career to include training and logistics lieutenant, supervisor over vice narcotics, K-9 handler for Gage, Casper, and Andy, K-9 instructor, special response team sniper, and leader, certified instructor, detective, advisor, and mentor. He has been involved in a number of community programs, boards, and committees. That Brian completed Police Law Institute in 2003, received his advanced law certificate, enforcement certificate, 2004, completed FBI Regional Command College in 2012, and was recognized by the Lenoir Optimist Club in 2013 with a Respect for the Law Award, and received a City of Lenoir Golden Ticket Outstanding Customer Service Award in 2019. That he has played an active and vital role in the community with a number of accolades in his personnel file, showing a willingness to go above and beyond what is expected for the department, city, and community. He has formed close relations throughout his career due to a genuine concern and professional demeanor in performing his duties. That Brian has humbly served the citizens of Lenoir and Caldwell County and will be retiring on February 1st, 2023 with 30 years of credible service in the North Carolina local government retirement system. Now therefore be it resolved by the authority of the mayor and the city manager and on behalf of the city council that Captain Brian Smith has been an exemplary employee and is himself the epitome of professional law enforcement officer. His contributions to safety and well-being of the citizens of Lenoir and officers of the Lenoir Police Department will be held in high esteem and in remembrance by his governing body, as well as the persons impacted by his accomplishments, generosity, and compassion for those in need. This is the 17th day of January 2023. Captain, thank you.
I'll be very brief. As first off, Mayor, Council, thank you for recognizing both of these gentlemen. You know, you think about their careers and you think about all the things that are on those resolutions and all the impacts and all the things that they've been involved in, and you think, how in the world do I say anything and put into words to wrap up the experience, the knowledge, and who these gentlemen are. And so, you know, if I tried to say something eloquent, I would probably fail there. What I will say is we're in a time, it is becoming harder and harder to find men and women that are willing to serve other people before they serve themselves. And so for both of these gentlemen to complete 3 decades of service to this city, to this community, to our department, there's really no good way for me to put that into words, and it really hold merit. What I'll say on behalf of the chiefs before me and myself is thank you for coming in every day. There's many days you don't want to come in. There's many days you think, and they came in for 3 decades. And so I'll be quiet because I care about each one of them as much as I care about this community. And that dedication is something that's special to my heart because it's rare to find. And so, thank you guys. Thank you for what you've done. To the men and women in the room, thank you for what you do every day. And at this time, let's give them a round of applause and we'll let some pictures happen.
Brian, come back up, and we're gonna counsel, get some pictures.
Stand behind.
If you guys would like to, if you want to say anything, please do. You have the opportunity, and we would like to introduce your family. That's okay. And we'll do it, you do that first, and then we'll do the picture. Okay.
Go first? I'll set the bar. Thank you. Chief, where you at, Chief? Thank you. Family, thank you. I had a big speech prepared, but since my mama's here, It's been fun, but I'm ready to move on to the next phase.
Thank you, city council, mayor, city manager. It's been an honor to be part of this team, and the team is the city of Lenoir. Thank you to everybody back there. Whew. Especially my team brothers. I'll say it's been an honor to serve. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's shoot a picture with, don't say shoot. Let's take a picture. That could happen.
No shooting.
God, we got people with guns.
Don't pull out all at once.
You want to do separate ones? You want to
Makes no difference to me, however you want to do
Together
it.
would be great if that's okay.
If
That's okay.
together, if that's okay.
Yeah. You guys want to sit in the, stand in the middle? Oh, no, together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Come on up. Let's do the hold the resolution. No, sir. How you going? Deacon's right here. Deacon, come up here. Come up here in the front.
You good?
There you go.
I'm trying to hide.
No.
You see Kent?
I can see it.
You see Ken?
Oh, yeah. Mr. TJ, you're in the shot. I don't know if you wanted to be.
I'm out.
All right, ready? One more for safety, please. All right, thank you.
All right.
My turn.
Okay.
You want any more?
Are you, yeah.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Look at me and smile. Even the officers smile. And a couple with a flash. I'm good.
They'll leave now, go back to work.
Did anybody invite them to stay?
They're welcome to. I don't think that's gonna
I think
happen.
that's gonna happen.
They got things
They
to do.
they gotta go protect us. Feeling a little funny, all of them in here. Protect us in the streets.
And we do have something else for them. We'll get them when it's ready. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened. Didn't get it ready. Okay, thank you. Very special night. We will miss Lieutenant Ingram and Captain Smith. They have been a great part of our community, our police department, and we appreciate their long service to us. We will miss them, but I know that Chief Phelps has plans for what we're going to do, and he's already made some promotions and get ready to do some things to fill in. Thank you, Chief, for what you do every day, and all our officers and things. It was great. All right, we'll move on our agenda. We do not have matters scheduled for public hearing this evening, so we'll move to the consent agenda items consisting of minutes of the City Council meeting of Tuesday, January the 3rd, 2023. Item B is the capital project budget ordinance. This is for the T.H. Broad Hill Walking Park improvements. This is a request the City Council adopt the capital project budget ordinance in the amount of $100,000 for the T.H. Broad Hill Walking Park improvements capital project as submitted. Item C is the capital project budget ordinance. This is for the Crossroads Sign Capital Project. It's the recommendation that council will approve and adopt the capital project budget ordinance in the amount of $165,000 for the Crossroads sign capital project as submitted. Item D is a resolution. This is for Captain Brian Smith. And as a resolution in honor and recognition of Captain Smith's 30 years of service, of dedicated and outstanding service with the police department, City of Lenoir, and its citizens. Item E is the resolution for Lieutenant Brett Ingram. This is for a resolution in honor and recognition of Lieutenant Brett Ingram's 28-plus years of dedicated and outstanding service with the Lenoir Police Department, City of Lenoir, and its citizens. Item F is a resolution for surplus property. This is approval of a resolution commending Captain Brian Smith for his service to the City of Lenoir Police Department and declaring his badge and service weapon a Sig Sauer Model P320, serial number, I won't read all that, it's surplus property. And item G is a resolution for surplus property. This is for Lieutenant Brett Ingram for service to the Lenoir Police Department property, declaring his badge and service weapon, also a Sig Sauer Model P-320 and serial number as surplus property. So that's the consent agenda item. If there's anybody has any questions or about it, if not, I'll entertain a motion.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve items A through G on the consent agenda.
Okay, thank you.
As presented.
As presented. Thank you, sir. We have a motion from Councilmember Stevens to approve the consent agenda items A through G as presented. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you. And that carries unanimously. All right. We will now go to requests and petitions of any citizens. If there's anyone here that would like to talk to the council tonight, this is the time to do so. And seeing none, okay, I will move on then. We do not have reports of our boards and commissions this evening, so we'll move on to the report and recommendations of our city manager, Mr. Hildebrand.
Mr. Mayor, Council, a couple items for information this evening. The Board of Adjustments will meet on Monday, January 23rd at 5:30 in these chambers. The Committee of the Whole will meet on Tuesday, January 24th, 8:30 a.m., third floor City Hall. And the Foothills Regional Airport Authority will meet on Wednesday, January 25th at noon at the airport facility. Tonight, we have one item for council action. We have an order of abatement for 514 Cedar Place. City staff recommends adoption of order of abatement for the property located at 514 Cedar Place. That's parcel ID 06-149-1-15. Also, NC PIN number is 2758164854, directing staff to proceed with demolition and removal of the structure. This is a property we've been dealing with for probably about 18 months. Zach Clark, our former code enforcement officer, dealt with it, and now Bob Teague. You have the report in your packet. You have questions, we'll try to answer those. I know Hannah Williams is here tonight and also Ed Evans. You have questions, but we'll go through that if you need it.
Okay, you've heard the order of abatement, and the recommendation is adoption of this order of abatement for the property located at 514 Cedar Place. Any discussion, questions, or whatever? If not, I entertain a motion.
Make a motion to adopt the order of abatement.
We have a motion from Councilmember Perdue to adopt the order of abatement as presented. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you very much. Okay, we'll move on. Tim, anything else?
I just want to mention also tonight during retirements, we have another retirement coming up. I'm trying to talk him out of it, but in case it doesn't happen, we'll go back and recognize Chief Ken Hare next month. But Chief Hare, I appreciate your 30-plus years of service to the city. Hope you decide not to do it, but if you do, I understand. But Chief Hare has led the department in many ways in the last 4 or 5 years. I know Station Number 3 was installed during his tenure. Also, the Quick Response Vehicle program was begun during his time. And also, we went back and lowered our ISO rating to a Class 2. So I just want to recognize you today. We'll do it more later, but if you want to talk him out, you still got a chance. We got a couple weeks left with him.
I told you after tonight, these two were the last ones. Everything else is canceled. No, Chief, thank you. I know we will be talking more about what you have done. Thank you for your service with our fire station, fire departments, leading them in a great way, as City Manager just mentioned. a lot of great things have happened during your tenure and even before you were fire chief. So a lot of good things going on. So think about it. We'll you get back when you're ready. We'll take care of things. Anything else? That's all. All right. Anything from our city attorney?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. The only thing I would mention to you, I'm still working on some appointments to our boards. I would bring to you tonight a recommendation for our housing authority, Susan Gray. I would like to bring your name to you for consideration, and we'll bring it up at next meeting next time to apply for that. We have a seat or so open on our housing authority. I've talked to Mr. Deneen. He's seems to be what he'd like to have her. I know she's been a leader and involved in our community in many ways, great volunteer, and I think she would be a good person to have on our housing authority to help lead that effort. So we'll make that recommendation, and we'll bring that up at our next meeting for a vote on that. All right, I'll turn it over to any council members for anything that they have. I know Councilmember Perkins is not with us. That was a great service yesterday at the Martin Luther King Center for Martin Luther King Day up there. Great turnout. Reverend Charlie Robbins was the guest speaker, did a great job, and it was a nice event, well attended, and appreciate Reverend Perkins and Lester Whittington from our Recreation Department and Robin Scott and others who put that together. I think they had to do it pretty quickly. The plans didn't kind of fall in place, and it had been a couple of years since they were able to do it because of COVID, so they put it together and did a great job, and it was a good turnout for that. So appreciate their work with that. Anything else to come before us tonight at all? If not, we stand adjourned.